Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to the rail shooter block. This is the spiritual successor to Space Harrier. This series is primarily a Sega Saturn exclusive, primarily. If you know, you know. We're going to go over a couple things before we get started. I play with reverse. In this game, we also use widescreen. One of the early games to have a widescreen mode. It is astonishing. We're going to put instrument at full. That just is so we see everything. And we're going to go over controls for a second. I use a controller that gives me the opportunity to use two trigger buttons. So we're rebinding the third shot and the third berserk to change left and change right, and that is to avoid a glitch that is built into the game where if once you get into enough meter where you have berserk, which is your crash or it's a bomb. It's the classic word for it. When you hit the L button, it is bound to Z, I think, if you have 3 berserks set or something like that. So we just changed one. This way I've got 2 sets of triggers, and I can also turn without using my bomb, because you need to use bombs appropriately, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, Panzer Dragoon Zwei. There's kind of a cool opening cutscene. It kind of goes over everything. Let it go for a second. And unfortunately, we're not going to really hear the language, but they did make a language in this game. Unfortunately, we're gonna we're gonna give our shots really as much of a chance as we can to see the end credits. So this stage is this is the glorified button check. The level's literally just called Destiny Begins. It's just make sure your buttons are right, make sure you can mash, make sure you can lock on, make sure you can turn left and right. Get used. That's pretty much it. That's all this level is. I guess if you shoot stuff, you can see the berserk bar fill up. You'll see that there's a radar. We're going to use all these things to increase our chances of survival. Points don't actually do anything for you. They are just aesthetic. But we'll get into some other points later that do have a lot more to do with what's important. Because in this game, we save a spoiler. We save a dragon whelp, and it's a mutant, and well, they're banned in a small town of wherever this guy's from. It doesn't matter. So we're busting out of the town. It looks like we've got company here. They're here to, I'm assuming, take care of the problem, right? But we're gonna bust out. We're gonna save this whelp, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna take time to get used to look at all the up and down. Once we get in the air, we're gonna have. But this is like so. This is escape. This is get used to your triggers. We're trying to hit as many things in the environment as possible. Like I said, if I can go for points, I like going for points. In this game, though, you do get what are called. You get technical points in every level for different things. It's like the route that you go, the shot down rate, and there's one other factor. I cannot remember what the last factor is, but there won't be one for this scene. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you don't have to shoot anything in that whole level. But it's a really good opportunity. You want to make sure you work. Okay. Alright, so we're going to use a lot of lock-on shot. The advantage of lock-on shot is that it does damage. It does damage, and you don't have to aim it, right? The multipliers look really nice too. The scores don't really do anything, but they make it so that you don't have to worry about. Yeah. Once you get higher dragons, everything becomes more powerful. So you want to use as much lock on as you can for the most part. It just makes it easy. And then you want to use manual fire to like, it depends. Mostly to build up more berserk. So this is one of the things that you get points for, is that it's called routes. So this one is, it's a little bit, it's not like it's unintuitive, but you won't go it the first time by most likely. You have to basically be hugging that wall. And if you're hugging one of the other walls, aka anywhere but that left wall, you'll go the other way. The other way has a really cool intro stage for learning the game, but you get more, yeah, you get route points for going this way. And the reason you do that is so that you get enough technical points and you will level up. So and here we are, flying in widescreen in 3D on a dragon. This is the coolest game ever made for sure. I mean, I got this game bundled with my Saturn. It was hard to dislike the console once you started playing this game. And that's even with just a regular controller. You don't need a 3D controller. You don't need one to enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I beat it on regular control. I had to have. There's no way I didn't. Then again, it's really hard to say. We have a pretty good chance. We won't get the easy kill, but we actually have a route. So we should be able to get everything we need to take care of this. So there's a mix of lock on. Lock on is good, does good damage. You don't have to worry about it. We're saving our crash for later. We could probably be a little bit more frivolous with it in some places, but there's a couple places where you want to make sure that you have it. Like you don't, like, you can't miss it. Okay. There's usually a lot of crashing at some point soon. The beginning part of this game, I don't really use them. This is the fun part. Only take a little damage. You really want to make sure that you don't miss enemies. Don't do anything like what I'm doing here. Just spinning the camera for fun. Don't do that. I'm not really missing anything, but I played a lot a long time ago, and I played a lot recently. Knowing the routes makes it a lot easier. We are going to not go for Max Dragon because I would have to get every single point. If you don't get to, the way that points work is that basically for between blowing stuff up and going the correct routes, Wait, what is it? We'll find out. Anyway, so between there's 7 stages total, even though the first stage isn't really a stage. And so it's like you get basically 3 points a level. So if you don't get, you can get 3 points a level and get the second highest dragon. I guess no, you get the third highest dragon. Sometimes it's just I'm trying to survive in that level, and we go the wrong route. That's all there is to it. I don't have the scary route memorized, so. We'll make sure you watch out for the debris too. And then there it is. There's the first crash. Oh yeah. Photosensitivity on the crash, sorry. And then we're basically just going to hit the core, the rapid shot, and we're going to crash, finish the boss. But I don't want to. I want to get the bonus points. So we're in. Because, yeah, that's okay. They did get it. Okay. That comes important later. So the goal of this game is to, you know, go back and fight the final boss. But the more powerful you are, the more final boss. Your base weapon does more damage. Okay, so we got all the points. So we got clear points and technical points. Oh, you get points for just actually beating the level. Okay. And then route points are the optional extra points, and then you get technical points for your shot down. I think it's probably 80 gets you 1 point and 90 gets you 2 points. So there's a really cool sub boss in this level. You play this game casually, you'll see it. But we're gonna go the other route because we're going for max points. So this is a level where they teach you about the radar and they teach you about lock-on. If you don't know about those things, this level is prohibitively hard. The other one you can get away, learning some of the things, not the full-on radar. Okay, also, one thing about the radar, the way that it works is that we got, you know, cardinal directions: up, down, left, right, right for your dragon. Right, I'm not going to use. Yeah. So the quadrants are like straightforward though. So like you need to be aware that like if you want to turn a certain amount and then hug left there. That's what it is. You just have to hug left there for this route. Not too difficult. And overall this one is shot down is you have to get really, really consistent at all of the small enemies in this level. You need to know about all the small enemies that are left. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do rapid fire, and then we'll do some lock on to get some extra targets. And then this is where we crash. We know there's other enemies around. And hopefully that keeps us above 90. I think I got all the enemies. Pretty close, if not. Maybe I'll go for the all route. I've got some wiggle room, I think, right? I just go the safe route. Alright, same thing. Before his health actually comes up, we're gonna try and just hit him as many times as we can. Get our meter up. You want to save your crashes for long periods where you know that they're not gonna be able to avoid taking the damage. So there's probably better times, like you want to do it like when he's shooting those things at you. As long as you don't take too many of them, it's okay. You just gotta know about that, avoiding that hit. You avoid that hit, you're fine. You don't get hit by too many of these things, you're okay. And then there's this. Oh, but I cleared them pretty quick, so. And then same thing, he's spilling out those things that are real annoyance. So we'll get, I think we get another 5 points here. Makes me want to go for it. I mean, I have to at least try, right? And if it doesn't work out, I'll just go, because you either go for the max dragon or you go for like the not max dragon, and they're the exact same thing. Well, no, they're not, but all right, we can do it. Yeah, you just have to hug the absolute ceiling. Gotta remember to use radar. That was terrible. That's when I should have crashed. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna just go the regular route. I tried. I just don't know it. So we're gonna just take the easy route. It's so much easier than that. If you're going for the final dragon, that is the route. I would have been fine if I would have just crashed at the that one spot where the enemies turn around. I just forgot. And because of that, we can't get the most powerful level up. So we're gonna get the, I guess it's the third, because to get the most powerful, you have to get that, you have to go that way, that route, that specifically that route. Well, because you need the route point, but you also need the, and you can turn right there, but there's no reason to go there for already taking the easy way out. Now this route, if you're not careful, you will die. So we're gonna have to be, yeah, like I said, it's a lot of lock on. It's a lot of lock on. There's gonna be, you just need to know where you're locking on. Getting rid of all the things that can really hurt you. And preventative maintenance. And then you know you're going to take damage in a couple places if you're not really careful. This is a place where if you don't know how the 4 quadrants work, you get yourself in a lot of trouble. This one, as soon as it starts moving, as soon as you clear the enemies, you really need to start clearing all the stuff you can, whatever it is. Yep, I just use it there so you don't take damage. It's real easy to just lose a lot of life. And all we have to do is just build up a crash for the boss. He'll give us a lot of it. Now we got this cool ceiling thing happening. And we're off. I guess I should actually put it. Sorry, I've just really enjoyed this game. And it's so much better on widescreen, if anyone doesn't know. It's just so much better. Alright, so this boss, yeah, you fight him every way, every route, so... Got this cool reflective stuff going on, but you can see him underwater. You can, like, kind of get to him when he's, like, close. Oops. Yep, so you just get a chance to like get on some lock-on shots. And a little bit of mashing. Get through a big chunk of this. Did that say something? You want to make sure you're really like ready for these. You don't want these to get out of control. Like that's what most bosses come down to, is they have like some kind of fray shot. You just got to be able to clear them. I used to crash here, but this is, you can just crash here. And then you don't have to worry about like actually trying to do damage during this part. Oh yeah, and then you get the charge shot. Oh man, I didn't realize. Alright, I got the technical point. So we should be... I think that this is the last... That's the last dragon that we get, I think. Because we went the weaker route. But it makes this level much easier. So this one, you need a couple of instances of like good lock-on stuff. So we're gonna see if I remember when to just crash. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But it was pretty fast. Oh, I thought that was it. This is the part where you gotta really use both your memory and your crash. That's to get you here with life. Yep, lock on's good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is just like you just memorize it. I mean, yeah, you got to. Yeah, so you can't really charge shot this boss. The option will just go into in crazy haymaker mode and you'll take damage. So you just mash and then wait for the missiles. And then I usually lock onto them. That round I just, yeah, okay, so like these are all coming from different spots, so we're gonna lock on there and then clear the fray ones. Oh, whoops. I just wasn't taking them into account there. Should have mean they were gonna come. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, I've got the technical point too. It's really good. I don't think it matters at this point. Like I said, I think that we're done. Oh no, we. Okay, I think that this is the one that it stops on. The little snub nose. All right, though, we're on the way. Episode 6. What can I say about this one? Yeah, same thing. You just have to. You get a grander scale, like the ground combat. By the time you get to this point, you pretty much have learned how to obviously play the game. This is like a reward of your... And then these guys from the back start coming and get you. I never get that much activity from those guys either. Go through these tunnels. Yeah, oh man, I'm not being careful about these guys at all. Oops. Usually I have a crash for this, but we're gonna build it while we're here. Oh gosh, no, we're not. Alright, we have enough. We've got enough to get through this. We should probably, when we get in that area, just crash. And we should be able to build enough to crash again. Oh yeah, I love this descent. It's so cool. Makes me feel like you get like a sense of like it gaining control of its ability to fly. Oh man, I thought I cleared it. Oh, I guess we're not doing like that. We're gonna just save it the whole time. Oh, cool, I got the crash bonus too. Alright, now... Yeah, we didn't get the shot down ratio, but it was nice and clean. We can't level up again, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so that went, I mean, yeah, these all went well. Except for I want the riskier route the one time. So this is the last episode. We really wish we were the highest level, but we're gonna show you what the power of lock-on and properly timed crashes will do. So I'm gonna try and nail this. So we're gonna go as many lock-ons as possible. Now, one thing you can do if you're gonna choose this, you can just die, because if you continue, you get like full meter. So we're gonna see if we can clear this without the reset. Yeah, this is another thing. We just gotta clean up all the excess shots. I'm trying to get as many lock-ons as we can. And just keep the damage down, because as long as we don't take damage, we have a chance of this. But we need to do enough damage before they get to a certain point, and then we are going to try and finish them with a crash. So we're going to actually crash during this animation, so that we don't have to worry about actually locking on. And then we're going to save our next crash for... the last literal hit, and if we do it right, oh gosh, we're not gonna get there like that. Jeez. If we do it right, though, we get to skip the final phase of the boss, and that's what you want to do. Because if you don't have the final version, it's kind of a pain. Oh man, I guess I should have kept my crash. No, I didn't do it. So we're gonna see the last phase, and then we'll probably have to try again, especially with one hit. So it auto locks on, so you don't have to worry about it, but it's just the thing that we just don't have very much life. At least we got to see it. At least, you know, it's so cool. Is that it? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll get to try again. So we're going to do the same exact thing, except that we're going to try and crash on the last hit instead of I did too much damage. I just kept on shooting. I did too many lock-ons. But we should have full meters, so we should just be able to... Yeah. You just dump it, so that by the time you get to that phase, you don't have to drop it at all. We can just use it in the last couple hits. Okay, good. I was really worried about that hitting me. Sometimes that phase of the boss, when he goes into that star pattern and he tries to run into you, it's very deceiving, to put it lightly, what the hitbox and hurtbox is like. That one I knew I was going to get hit. Like, how could you not hit? Yeah, that one lined up perfect. I wish you could cancel. Cancel your crash. Oh, no way. If we do this right, how many more hits can we get before I have to crash? We got plenty, right? Maybe? Then we crash and then... No, okay. Yeah, I don't know. At least we have a lot of life for this attempt. We'll try it a couple more times and then... And I couldn't find anything about skipping that phase, but you can definitely do it. I've definitely done it multiple times. I thought that you just had to crash, but I don't know. I definitely have the third highest one you can get. I can't believe I'm taking so much damage. I don't even see anything. Yeah, I really want to skip that phase. Alright, we'll save the full crash for... Okay. Oh, not that. Well, for anyone who's never seen it, this is Panzer Dragoon Zwei. It's great. Really would recommend, if you can, getting a hold of this game. It's extremely available. It's on SEGA Saturn. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's any differences between the Japanese one and the English one. Maybe the bonus pages have... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna crash here. Oh no, that shouldn't hit me. It's because I'm used to just dodging at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what makes it consistent. Maybe I'll do one more, and that's it. This game actually has a pretty rich story, though. We didn't really go over any of it. You know, boy finds dragon, uses dragon to go on an adventure. It's more complicated than that. They made a language for this. They really cared. It's really cool. Maybe it'll be brought back at some point. Oh, that's it. We got one more chance. One more chance to blow the big dude up. So I hope everyone here is enjoying it. I certainly have. Thank you for having me. We're gonna give this last episode a one final try. One final. I don't know what consistently makes this boss die and skip that phase or not. Don't. I don't think you have to have like perfect life or anything. That'd be insane, right? I reached it a full lock on for it. It's gonna be the same thing. We get to see this last phase, and yeah, we have some health, so we can pray. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what's making me take damage. Oh, is it the? I guess the worst part is that if you're gonna go to this phase, you really just want to have your crash at full meter. Oh, I kind of want to. I lied. I kind of want to try that. I want to see how we just save the crash for this dude. I bet I can do it. Of course, now that I think of this new strat, I'm so sorry. I don't. Oh my god, it went the wrong way. It went the wrong way. It just okay. I'm sorry. This is the last one. I'm gonna because if I can't clear, I didn't have a problem. It's just like sometimes that's the end of the game. Sometimes it's I don't know why. Which means I guess I don't crash again. This is another one that has very deceptive hitboxes and patterns. You think that they send it the right direction, but you really don't. I want to try it, but we're going to just save it for the next phase. We have so much health too. Oh, I thought it... Okay, I thought it... Oh my gosh. That flash got me. I lost so much life for that. Oh yeah, and this is actually kind of a call out to after. Because it totally is. And this has kind of got some other games I'm not going to mention. I got to really show off this fight though. Wow, they did no damage. I'm just trying to take as like wide sweeps as possible. Kind of the space area look, just the more damage that we avoid, the better chance we have. Like I said, lock-on is your friend. And when in doubt, go wide. All right, I think that's it. All right, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, it worked. All right, yeah, that went. The backup strats work. I never actually cleared that version of the boss, but that's a cool first. Yeah, so that's Panzer Dragoon Zwei. I really recommend check. Thank you for having me. Uh, this game is really awesome. I recommend it on a analog controller of any sort will really do. Um, yeah, this is the first cutscene we get to watch because we had to skip through. So I hope you enjoy. If you get a chance, play this game with all the cutscenes if you've never seen them before. The original language is really cool. They abandoned it in the rest of the games. um, it was too much, too cool to handle. Um, okay, so I feel really good about, yeah. So everyone, thanks for being here through my adventures of dragon training. It was awesome. Thank you everyone at SegaCrew. Thanks everyone out there coming out, encouraging me to keep playing these games. This one's one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite games. So, all right, and it's actually feasible to pump out because I have backup strats for everything. And here's the end of the cutscenes. Yeah, so this is usually the part where once you beat, you get an extra unlock menu. You can cheat, you can level select, you can start with the max dragon. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. It's really cool though. It won't save your progress if you alter the game at all. So the default game, it's like it's almost like they really this one specific way. But it has built-in cheats as soon as you do this. Or if you play the game in a record, it's 80 hours or something like that. And if you don't know anything about saves on this console, with the time battery, it can be very finicky at times. It can be very hard to keep a save for a long time. I thought that I was safe from that, but that is just not how it worked out. Thanks for the coming to the rail shooter section of the Sega Saturn. Yeah, this game is it's really awesome. I recommend it. And feel free to get ready for whatever is coming up. Some really cool hand-painted backdrops, though. Enjoy them. I am. I'm going to enjoy them for sure. I don't get to see them every day.